What's the story, Morning Glory? What is the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 12, Mic Drop. So, Karen is going to be hosting an event or a live show at DC Improv. Nobody knows what the hell it's about. Nobody knows what to expect. Nobody knows what the hell Karen is going to be doing there. But we'll get to all of that later. So next we see Mia. We are at Mia's house. Jacqueline comes over and Mia describes her relationship with Jacqueline as a sister wife without the benefits. If Jacqueline was such an integral part of Mia's life where she's considered a sister wife, okay, why is it that we never heard of this woman before this season? I don't understand. Because every single episode and just about every single scene we see Jacqueline. I don't know if they're grooming her to be the new, like the next Potomac housewife. I don't know what the hell is going on. But if Jacqueline was such a big part of Mia's life, how come we've never seen or heard of this woman until now? So all three of them are sitting on the couch, Mia, Jacqueline, and Gordon, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And Gordon has some type of issue with how they're sitting, with their sitting arrangement. I don't know if Gordon wanted to sit in between the two women or if he wanted Mia to sit in between the two women. I have no idea. Any scene with Mia, I'm just not interested in. I'm absolutely not interested in Mia because I see Mia as a liar. Whatever she's talking about, however she tries to play up how, exciting her love life is with Gordon and Jacqueline and Peter's ex-girlfriend and whoever the hell else, I'm not interested because I don't believe anything that comes out of Mia's mouth. Mia thinks that she's interesting because she's all about shock value. And for her to get that shock value, she feels like she has to lie. I don't care about what you do with your husband and your sister wife, what goes on in your bedroom, Mia. I don't care. I'm more interested in Wendy's kidney stones than I am in Mia's love life or lack of. I have no interest because I think that Mia lies a lot about what goes on in her bedroom, in her life, in her businesses. I have no interest in Mia at all. But we're getting a lot of Mia this season. I don't understand why. Moving on, Ashley goes out to eat with her friends. Giselle joins them. They talk about Karen's spring fling and what went down over there. So Ashley's friend Deborah, she talks about how Chris had approached her at the bar and was super flirty with her. So they show us the footage of Chris at the bar talking to Deborah. Absolutely nothing went on. There was no indication of Chris being super flirty, kind of flirty, so flirty. He barely even looked up at the woman because he was so busy on his damn phone. So they show the footage, okay, like I said before, and Deborah was the one that was initiating most of the conversation between her and Chris, because she said herself that when Chris came up to the bar, she spoke to him first. She introduced herself. He said his name was Chris. She said her husband's name was Chris as well. He said there's a lot of Chris's out there. She said something about it. All Chris's act the same or whatever the hell she was talking about. She was the one that was trying to entice him, I believe, because I think her and Ashley and whoever else and Giselle, they're all in cahoots to bring down Candace and Chris. And I guess to get Candace off the show or something, to piss him off so much that they're going to just want to get off the damn show. So obviously Deborah was a ploy to try to get Chris to say or to do something that was inappropriate. But it didn't work because Chris is not interested and Chris didn't care. The whole entire time that we looked at the footage, Chris was on his phone. He wasn't even giving her the time of day. But she said he was so super flirty and whatever the hell else. And then she said that he kept on inching his elbow closer and closer to her, but there was absolutely no touching. Ashley, you have sunk to a brand new low. If you're trying to get back at Candace for Candace saying all the little things that she said about Michael Darby, you're going about it absolutely the wrong way. Nobody believes you or your friends or just, we don't believe it. And this is, you're just coming off as extremely vindictive, very vengeful. You're coming off as being dishonest and willing to do anything to destroy somebody else. Candace wasn't willing to do anything to destroy you and Michael Darby. Y'all were doing that on your own. Michael Darby was digging his own grave, and Candace was just commenting on it. Ashley says that she believes her friend Deborah, that, Chris was being super flirty. Ashley also says that she doesn't want Candace to end up like her, having a husband cheating on you after having a baby, because Candace and Chris are trying to have a baby. And so Ashley is so concerned for Candace's welfare that she doesn't want Candace to end up like her. Candace not going to end up like you, girl, because Chris is not that type of dude to be so messy and so sloppy with his shenanigans. If he has any shenanigans, which I doubt that he has. He's not like Michael Darby, who just didn't give a damn about your feelings, didn't care how he came off looking to the whole wide world, and was just so sloppy with his cheating ways. Ashley considers, okay, so then Deborah and Ashley talk about how Happy Eddie came along, Wendy's husband Eddie, and that even Eddie was flirting with Deborah. Oh my goodness. So Ashley considers telling Wendy about how Eddie was flirting with her friend Deborah. And Deborah says, well, he was a little bit more subdued. He wasn't that obvious with it. Y'all women are sick. Y'all women are absolutely sick in the head. Sick in the head to try to concoct these fake plots about these men trying to cheat on their wives or, oh my goodness. I mean, Ashley is really begging for, she's really begging for a hurting when it comes time for the reunion, because Wendy and Candace are going to be all over her, and it's not going to be pretty. So now we're at Wendy's house, and Wendy is telling Eddie that Ashley had a conversation with her, saying that Ashley's friend Deborah accused Eddie of flirting. And so they show us the scene between the conversation Ashley and Wendy were having. And, Ashley's telling Wendy, oh, and Eddie, he was flirting with my friend Deborah. And so Wendy was like, okay, what was he doing? And then Ashley said he was smiling. And then they show the footage of that as well, of Eddie just approaching everybody that was sitting at the bar. He was in a good mood. He was smiling at everybody, talking to everybody. Oh my God. I just... Ashley, girl, you need to be off the show. You serious? You need to be off the show. You need to get off the show. You're taking this way too far. You are so hurt that you were embarrassed by your own husband. So you want to try to lie on other people's husbands and other people's marriages. That's very, very vindictive and evil. Ashley, you need to be off the show. And I don't know how you're going to earn a living now, because, I'm pretty sure Michael is going to nickel and dime your divorce settlement. You're not going to have a show to pay. Girl. And rumor has it you and your hockey boyfriend have already broken up. Okay, so Mia, Giselle, and Robin. So they are all together. They went out to eat together, and they talk about how Karen had told Giselle and Robin that Mia has slept with Peter Thomas's girlfriend. Mia said that she didn't sleep with the girlfriend, that the girlfriend made out with Gordon. She can't even keep up with her own lies. So she tells Giselle, she tells Karen that she slept with Peter's girlfriend. But then she tells Giselle and Robin that Peter's girlfriend made out with Gordon. Which one is it? Mia also told Karen, according to Giselle and Robin, she also told Karen, oh no, I'm sorry, I take that back. Mia did not know that Karen was going to go and tell everybody else the stuff that she confided in Karen. And she says, Karen confided in a lot of stuff with me, but I'm not going to go spill her beans. So I don't know why she's going around telling people the things that I told her in confidence. And I'm thinking to myself, you're on a reality TV show. You're speaking with another cast member, whether it's on camera or off camera. You're having a conversation with another cast member. And I don't think that Karen and Mia are friends or were friends before Potomac. So obviously you're telling Karen because you want Karen to tell everybody else. I mean, miss us with this whole, I didn't think Karen was going to tell anybody. I was divulging all of my deepest, darkest secrets and she wasn't supposed to tell anybody. Girl, stop. Any storyline centered around Mia is absolutely sleep inducing. It's so boring. Not interested in Mia. So we get to the improv. Like I said, people are arriving, everybody's arriving, and they don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know if Karen is going to be up there telling jokes or what's going to be happening. Everybody was invited. Everybody shows up except for Sharice. Sharice was not invited. So Candace says, well, one of y'all could have made her a +1. And they said that some of us did try to make her a +1, but she didn't want to be a +1. She wanted a formal invitation directly from Karen. They talk about Mia, her brief stint as Jacqueline's gynecologist. Jacqueline and Mia playing doctor way back in the day. Not interested, don't care, because I don't believe it. Mia says that she had shared that information to Karen in private. So she's surprised or whatever that Karen revealed that. Robin tells Candace that the woman who was accusing Chris of flirting with her, Deborah, was there, and she points out, who that was to Candace. Candace, refers to her as a Muppet or a Sesame Street character. She's not going to acknowledge her. So the show begins. So it seems like it could have been the same amount of people that showed up for Giselle and Robin's event. It seems like the same amount roughly showed up for Karen's event. But Karen was smart enough to put her event in a smaller venue, so it looks like more people showed up because the place looks actually like it's sold out. It looks full instead of, having a few tickets in a big, huge, gargantuan auditorium and looking like you barely sold anything. So Karen was a whole lot smarter. Karen's event was just better than Giselle and Robin. It was Karen's event good? I don't think so, but it was just better than Giselle and Robin. So we had the comedian, she came out. Then we had a drag performer, she came out and performed. And I guess, Bravo didn't get the copyrights cleared, so we couldn't hear what song she sang. So whenever the drag performer was singing on stage, it was mute. We couldn't hear her. So then they have a sizzling topics segment where it's kind of like a Q&A. People from the audience can ask questions. So Mia stands up and she asks Karen, who was sitting on stage, what do you do when you share something with a friend and they tell everybody else? Karen says, well, whatever I said, it was the truth. Karen isn't going to admit to any kind of wrongdoing. She says, whatever I said, it was the truth. So sit back down. So then Mia says, well, next time I tell you something, don't run and tell these two, referring to Giselle and Robin. Mia, that was your whole point of telling Karen. If you don't want people to know, don't talk about it. And why are you even talking about the things that you and Jacqueline did eons ago, or whatever the hell is going on between you, Jacqueline, and Gordon and y'all's? Why are you even talking about that stuff? So when the show ends, people are kind of like, getting ready to leave. They're getting up, and Ashley introduces Candace to Deborah, and Candace says, so you're the one that said that my husband did something. So Deborah tells Candace, yes, your husband Chris was flirting with me. And so Candace was like, well, how was he flirting with you? What did he do exactly? So she explains, how they talked about the whole name thing. Well, my husband's name was Chris too, and whatever. And then his elbow got closer, but there was no touching. And that now the story has ballooned. Instead of Chris just flirting with Deborah, now they're saying he was flirting with all the women there, all the girls that were there at the bar or whatever the hell, all of Deborah's friends. He was flirting with all of them. After the show, so Ashley says to Candace, I know that you have some weird feeling about my friend Deborah. Why would you say that, Ashley? What makes you think that Candace feels any kind of way about Deborah, other than thinking that there's something seriously wrong with that woman? Why would you think that Candace felt some kind of way about Deborah? So Candace says that she was not interested at all in having any kind of conversation with Sesame Street and Fivehead, or whatever she calls Ashley. Y'all, this episode was a bunch of nothing. It was very lackluster. I don't care about Mia. Ashley, you and your friends, it's like borderline criminal. How y'all are purposely making up lies to tear down somebody's reputation and to ruin somebody's marriage based on lies. And if anybody, lawsuit, I don't have anything else to say other than that. Lawsuit, lawsuit, lawsuit. Chris, Candace, I don't know if they've already filed the lawsuit. If they haven't, I strongly encourage them to. Lawsuit, lawsuit, lawsuit. Y'all are purposely lying about this man to ruin his reputation. Unbelievable. Ashley should never grace my television screen ever again. She needs to go. She needs to go. Mia needs to go with her, with the lies. At least with Mia, she's lying about herself. But Mia is dangerous. The way she started, trying to fight Wendy, Mia is very, very dangerous. Mia needs to go. Ashley, she needs to go. Take all of her little PYTs with her. Don't need it. Giselle, you're also on extremely thin ice. Thank you so much for joining me in this review. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video if you like this content. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will definitely talk to you later. Bye.